Wall on senior night, rounded out by Steven Crowell, who's in there with Zach Edey, one of the candidates for National Player of the Year for the tip, and he wins it for Wisconsin.
And with this lineup change for Purdue, let's keep our eye Wisconsin on how and where they come with the double team, since you have 4 shooters on the court with Zach Edey.
It's been an effective formula if Purdue can make shots. Here is Crowell, working on the smaller Newman. There's Chucky Hepburn, can't get free, finds Crowell for 3. Rebounded by Brandon Newman. Junior out of Valparaiso makes his first start of the year. Smith to Gillis for 3. And Zach Edey kept that ball alive for Purdue and a second chance.
Yeah, another opportunity. Watch the dump down inside to see the quick double team on Zach.
Back out for a 3. Newman can't connect. Edey battling. Crowell did enough to keep him out of there.
And got to put a body on Zach Edey early, because the closer he gets to the basket, as we saw in the previous play, if he doesn't get a hand on it to grab it, he keeps the possession alive.
There's Edey with a shot block on Wall.
That's just size right there, brother.
67 rejections this year, second in the conference. By Trayce Jackson-Davis. Here's Edey operating inside. And
the double team came late, hence he picked up the foul. Connor Seagen in their last game against Michigan picked up 2 fouls in that first half, was regulated to the bench, but then Coach Garhart chose to bring him back in. So we got to keep our eye on that, because he's so effective right here with the ball in his hands, but also on the weak side.
He draws a Brandon Newman foul. You saw Seagen knock down a 3 the other night. That set the new Wisconsin freshman record, passing Brad Davison. He's knocked down 61 in his first campaign in college.
And this young man has such a bright future. Beautiful stroke of the basketball, the knowledge, but what makes him so tough, and is that he can play without the ball in his hands.
Nice crossover by Hepburn. He and Seagen both averaging double figures, 12 per game apiece. And keep in mind, Hepburn had to leave the game at Michigan with that tweak of the right knee, but he did practice yesterday, and he is in the lineup again today.
But it was this knee that has been bothering him throughout the course of the season, so we also got to keep an eye on that and see how he plants and pushes off, is able to react off that knee.
You also already saw that in that crossover that he tried to adjust on the shot. Gillis got his hand in there. The shot clock's down to 2. Crowell's got to go. Didn't realize it. There's the Purdue defense locking down.
From being able to capitalize, getting into the penalty early, and then using the free throw line as a means to score some baskets.
Newman not being shy in his first start. Rebounded by Hepburn, and here come the Badgers. Crowell did not want to pull it. Instead, they go to Wall against Gillis.
Great matchup right here between these two.
Little hook by Wall, rebounded by Newman.
And Gillis, with his upper body strength, is able to kind of push, try to just outside of his comfort zone right there on that little jump hook.
Braden Smith, the freshman, comes back and knocks it down. 2 very good freshmen in the backcourt for this Purdue team in Lawyer and Smith. Max Klesman got it off to Crowell at the last moment. There's the wall for Purdue defensively with big Zach Edey right in the middle of it. 10 on the clock for Hepburn. Working on Smith. The crossover, the step back. And Edey with the rebound.
I think the knee looks pretty good
yeah.
right there. Both moves where he was able not only to stop and cut, but was able to elevate on the shot. Beautiful pass.
Off to Edey.
Didn't find a streaking Zach Edey, because one, it's an in-state rival. Second, it was at Purdue. I thought Mike Woodson did an excellent job of adjusting his game plan on how he wanted to play. Keep in mind, Trayce Jackson-Davis didn't have his best game, but the rest of the squad really stepped up when they had troubles, in particular playing on the road.
Yeah, Jalen Hood-Schifino had a really nice game. Trey Galloway stepped up. Jackson-Davis didn't score for about 30 minutes in that game. Shot clock down to 8. Wall needs help. Working on Edey. Nowhere to go. Turnaround is blocked. That's 2 rejections already for Edey.
And great discipline by Edey by staying down on a number of fakes by Wall.
Edey trying to muscle his way to the rim, and he got hit again. Edey to get off his way.
Well, the double teams have to come, and now those shots on the perimeter become more available. You just got to step up with confidence and knock it in.
Well, that being said, 1 for 6 from the free throw line for Edey to start the game. So it has not hurt Wisconsin just yet.
Not yet.
You said it, already 3 fouls in the first 4.5 minutes. Carter Gilmore has checked into the game for Wisconsin, as is Jordan Davis off the bench. And Kamari McGee as well. This is the 8-man, essentially, rotation for Wisconsin. Late in the clock, it's Essegian's first shot, and it's a 3.
Never standing still. That's what makes him so tough. That time he got behind the defense. His defender lost him. And that time McGee was able to put it right to his shooting pocket. Essegian did the rest.
Lawyer with the pull-up in the paint, in the traffic. Ties the game at 5. Here comes Kamari McGee, who played a season-high 25 minutes after Hepburn got hurt against Michigan. Played admirably. Here is Gilmore. He'll line it up. Off the glass, it wouldn't go. Tapped by Crowell to Edey. Ethan Morton, who has been starting all year, has come in off the bench for the first time. Tough pass by Smith. Morton rotates to Lawyer for a triple.
Very unselfish play, because Morton had the jump shot in the corner, but felt that Fletcher had a better one, able to give it up and exploit the defense and knock it at 3.
There is a tough finish by Essegian, fading away.
We saw those tough shots too against Michigan.
Yep.
Coach Greg Gard put him in a position, either curling off of screens, able to get one-on-one on the weak side, to use his athleticism, but also his ability to create space off the dribble to get a shot off. We just saw it on that last shot.
Oh, good play by Carter Gilmore, flying in. It's going to end up being a jump ball.
Zach Edey wasn't in a position to really have some kind of control over it in order to be a jump ball, but the officials saw it differently.
Nowhere to go for Smith. He needs help. Knocked free. McGee saves it and smartly throws it into the front court. Trey Kaufman-Wren runs it down. Smith with the no-look, saved by Caleb first. And a reset for Purdue. Smith drive and kick. Lawyer behind the back. Excellent defense by Davis. The right idea for Newman, but he dribbled it off of his foot.
But that's excellent defensive pressure by Wisconsin. We saw it throughout.
Chucky Hepburn's back into the game. Tyler Wall, there comes the double on him. Finds Davis, 4-3.
Just a simple play. Tyler Wall felt the double team. Davis was able to find the gap within the defense. And once again, when it comes out, just be ready to shoot.
Here comes Smith, shut off by Hepburn, nearly traveled, got it to first. That's a 3. I hope Madison, Wisconsin lives up to what's going on in the Big Ten across the board tonight. Kohl Center is the site. Purdue is a top 5 team. Wisconsin is squarely on the bubble. A lot at stake tonight. Adam Amin, Jim Jackson, and our great crew from the Kohl Center. It is Tyler Wall on senior night, unable to finish. And the rebound to Brandon Newman. Purdue has made a couple of starting lineup changes tonight. Chucky Hepburn for Wisconsin is healthy, at least enough to play this evening. Zach Edey has not taken an official field goal attempt, but the Player of the Year candidate is 1 for 6 from the free throw line to start. 2 really good defensive teams have gone back and forth early.
Have some momentum going into the Big Ten tournament, but also the bigger picture too is you want to have that #1 seed going into March Madness.
Right. On the one line entering action tonight, according to Mike DeCourcy. Oh, wow, Jordan Davis wasn't looking for it as Tyler Wall threw it back to him.
Yeah, and that's one of those situations too, when you're in the timeout, you draw up a play, everybody pays attention, and then you come out and turn it over.
Yeah.
And coaches are like, you know, the attention to detail, the little things. That's why it's important that when you're in the huddle at that time, that all eyes and ears are on the play being drawn up.
Kaufman-Renn in for Zach Edey. Banging away against Crowell. Tough hook through the body, is able to finish it. The redshirt freshman out of Sellersburg.
And I like Red. I mean, that time he took his patience. He took the bump that time from Crowell, but able to still fight through it, use his touch inside for a nice little jump hook and a foul coming across the middle. And Jenkins Jr. that time.
Half the points and field goals in the early going. Newman guards him. Here's Hepburn. He's been looking very confident coming off the injury so far in this one. Boyer gets shut off. Boyer to the spot on the baseline, and a smooth jumper by Fletcher. Lawyer's got 3 field goals.
But it was a little hesitation when he caught it that created the separation, and when he took 2 dribbles to the baseline, the space had already been created. That time able to go up and over the top and knock in a nice little 8-foot jump shot on the baseline.
Already the 5th lead change we've had in the first 10 minutes of this contest. Wall against the double. Late in the clock, Klesman throwing it up for Wall. Tough catch, bodies up and scores. The lone senior on this Wisconsin team in game number 120 of his Badger career.
That's where you can see that the ankle is doing much better, because the explosion, not just to go get the pass out the air, but to immediately go back up. He was missing a lot of that until probably the last few weeks. Much better than what it was before. Not even thinking about it anymore.
Well, they lost those 3 games when he was out in January. A rough January stretch for Wisconsin. Good rotation. Newman gets another look. Edey back in the game and back with a rebound and back drawing another foul. We talked about foul trouble the other night. Essegian has picked up his 2nd. So right on cue, he heads right back to the bench. And Jordan Davis is right back in.
Essegian, because he did bring him back. Even though the game was in, a couple of possessions for Wisconsin, he still felt that he could trust Essegian and brought him back in.
There's the first field goal for Zach Edey, using the size to put Purdue back up 2. Good anticipation by Brandon Newman, and he puts it in. Points off the turnovers.
And that time, Brandon Newman's smart. As he picked up the ball, he cut off Klesman in transition to get to his left hand. That time he couldn't recover it. Able to not only get the steal, but complete the play in transition.
Kind of weave to his left,
yep,
shutting off that angle. There's Klesman coming right back with the jumper. One of their top shooters coming off his best offensive game of the year at Michigan. He had a season-high 19. He had 5 threes, including a key one late. Had a block that was very important.
Two big blocks late in that game in Michigan.
Good play by Wall. He tipped it into the air and took it away. Denied the entry feed. And he finds Davis for a 3. Long rebound to Edey with the long arm. Neither team lighting it up just yet. This whole first half has been played in a 6-point window. The double came to Edey, and a good cut by Kaufman-Renn. Good pass as well.
But the spacing was there. Renn understood that the dive would be available. But that's the progression of Zach Edey, of reading the defense, making the correct read out of it, and the pass was on point. Let's see if they go back to that play on the following possession.
Oh, what a tight window for Chucky Hepburn to slither through for the 2. Not a ton of space, and Hepburn found it. The sophomore, one of the leading scorers for Wisconsin. Lawyer gets all the way to the cup against Klesman that time. He's got 4 field goals in the early going. He's got 9 of the 20 for Purdue.
Beautiful read. Credit Zach Edey for attracting so much attention that Crowell didn't want to leave his body to try to take a swipe at that, and Tyler Wall able to take advantage of a quick opportunity, a swing up top to knock in that 3.
Doesn't shoot a lot of them, does not taken very many or made very many, but that's a clutch one, his 8th of the year. And it gets Wisconsin within one again. Looking for Edey against Wall that time. Just turns and scores easily.
But it's the play that set it up, because it was the high pick and roll, and Zach Edey was able to roll himself right underneath the rim, and Lloyd just had to put the pass right where Edey was commanding it. Easy money inside.
Tough shot by Davis, rebounded by Newman. Last 5 Boilermaker buckets have been in the paint. They're operating a lot through Edey now.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, he creates so many opportunities outside of him scoring the basketball when he touches it, in particular deep.
Now they're letting Edey operate near the top and then trying to get that switch underneath.
Yeah, it was the same play that time, better defended that time by Wisconsin.
Shot clock down to 5. Lawyer takes a deep 3. Rebounded by Wall. Hepburn to Wall. Toes on the tape for 2. Rebounded by David Jenkins Jr. Off the hand of Lawyer, picked up by Klesmit. Tough pass to Davis. Brandon Newman came back to break it up defensively. Amari McGee will inbound. Chris Hodges is into the game, just his 13th career game at Wisconsin. Klesmit on the interior, unable to get it to go, and Edey clears out for the rebound. The redshirt freshman Chris Hodges now tasked with battling Zach Edey. 6'9", 245 out of Schaumburg.
Yeah, welcome to the 10.
And right down to Edey, who misses in and out. We're just getting the news that after 2 overtimes and back and forth play all night, Illinois comes out on top over Michigan. Brandon Newman with his second excellent defensive play, and he gets 2 more out of it.
Well, that's 2 passes, though. On the previous possession, Brandon Newman almost had a steal. So when you call a play, you still have to look through the defense and understand if the pass can be made. Newman able to get his hands, another deflection, still out in transition.
Isaac Lindsey in the game for Wisconsin, a 6'4" sophomore and transfer from UNLV. Running off screens, taking a tough contested jumper and knocking it down.
Beautiful concentration that time. Lindsey able to knock it in, respond back to the previous turnover given to Purdue.
Here comes Smith, cross court. Newman off target, and a whistle and a foul on Gillis. For the double by. Another Purdue steal here. Braden Smith got the theft. And the Boilers have it up by 3 out of the timeout.
And that's the second time coming out of the timeout that Wisconsin turned the basketball over.
Yep.
I mean, the attention to detail. You're talking about winning games in a close margin. You give up 2 possessions because you turn it over. It can come back to haunt you. See, right there. Good teams make you pay for your own mental mistakes. And by having Zach Edey once again touch it, it opened up that open 3 for Braden Smith.
9 points off turnovers, and now Purdue has its largest lead at 6. Hepburn, Gilmore, Lindsey. He'll fire away and connect. Isaac Lindsey with his 6th 3 of the year. He scored a total of 27 points all season. 5 of them have come tonight.
Amazing when you don't turn the ball over. You execute your offense, the kind of efficient looks that your offense can produce.
That was deflected. Max Klesmit got his hand on the entry feed to Edey. Hepburn steps in for the jumper. Rebounded by Edey.
Now Purdue has gotten away with a couple of deflections by Wisconsin by not kind of putting the pass where it needs to be, a little bit of force, and Gillis that time not able to knock it in. Wisconsin has tipped a couple of passes that have fortunately gone in Purdue's favor. That time last time they turned it over.
They set up Crowell for a 3. Rebounded by Smith. Crowell yet to score. One of the top scorers for Wisconsin, having a career year. He's got a big assignment on defense, though.
But it's a little bit different, too, because he's not going to be able to just back Zach Edey down.
Yep.
You see Braden Smith pull up a good box out that time by Crowell. So you have to be able to move Zach Edey, score, out of a pick and roll, out of a second shot opportunity. That's why we see him shooting a little bit more from the perimeter, because he's not going to get deep post-up position that he's accustomed to getting against normal defenders.
Shot clock down to 10. Hepburn. The step over jumper by Chucky would not go down. Rebounded by Gillis. .80 seconds left in what's been a grinded out first half in Madison. Here's Edey. And you saw the hustle by Carter Gilmore to try to get back on the double team that time. That's what you were talking about earlier. The timing of the double has to be there, too, to stop him.
But here's the thing. You know what helps you? Is if that pass can't be zipped right to Zach Edey. If it takes time to get there, now the double team can pre-rotate a little bit more, and the double team can be in place. That's how you help your double team out.
Lindsey, boy, he's feeling it. That's a heat check three by Isaac Lindsey, who has come off the bench with the foul trouble for a season and put down 8 points.
Well, that's why you got to stay ready. You never know when your number is called. And big points by Lindsey right now. 8 of those keeping this Wisconsin team within shouting distance. 2 points here in the first half.
They go right down to Edey, and he gets the hook over Crowell. He's now starting to heat up. He's got 9.
That's a grown man move right there. Beautiful play coming out of the timeout to isolate Edey. One-on-one, empty side corner.
Shot clock is off. Wisconsin can hold for the final shot. Hepburn, Wall, Crowell. Everybody touching it. Klesman got it, but he picked up that foot.
On the move a little bit.
Here comes Smith. Fouls to give. A little head of steam for Smith. Won't get the shot off as Crowell came over for the help.
Purdue has done a phenomenal job of always being in the mix, so congrats to Matt Painter, to the staff, to the university, but still more work to be done. Tough passing angle.
Yeah, Klesman was looking for Crowell. Difficult to try to get it in there.
Yeah, but that time the ball, just swing it to the corner. Hepburn is there, or take an extra dribble. Now the passing angle is a lot better, and Crowell doesn't have to try to reach, all the way down to the ground to pick up that pass.
Now he goes right back to the other end. Wall comes over for a very quick double that time. So Hepburn showed on the defense that time, and that allowed Smith to get a 3 off. Loose ball to the sideline. Braden Smith goes crashing into the... Of all the things that we could have lost there, I feel like the tee was very essential to our plan here in the second half.
Well, I mean, Wisconsin, in the media room, they don't have the tops for some reason that fit the cup. I don't know what's up with that.
The essentials, man. Tyler Wall working hard, but unable to finish, and Zach Edey clears another rebound. Credit to our beloved Marion, who's helping us out.
She's getting it done right now. Oh.
There's that quick double again by Wall. Edey had to get rid of it. Smith to Newman to Lawyer. Great rotation. The look would not go.
Great ball movement. That's all you want. You want the ball to come out. It went to the weak side. Zach Edey able to anticipate where it was coming from, just not able to cash in on the open 3.
Crowell has Gillis on him now in the post. Edey manning the middle. Crowell going to work, and a whistle on Gillis.
The one thing I think, but he's so comfortable getting to the middle that I don't think he feels or sees that opportunity as much as he should.
Gillis picks up his second personal. Here comes Klesman, turning the corner, out of control, somehow got it to Crowell. Knocked away by Crowell from Edey. A reset, a 3, is Sejan? No. And Edey able to clear the rebound that time. loose ball, and Hepburn is going to get tagged, reaching.
Definitely would not win Best Supporting Actor on that one.
Those elbows were everything, everywhere, all at once.
But you know, what's interesting though, you know, back in the day, that's how you were taught as a big to make it to the second weekend in the NCAA tournament.
They picked up some impressive wins during this stretch.
Yes.
Beat Xavier, beat Creighton, coming off a win against Seton Hall the other day. Lob inside for Edey, and boy, Klesmit was charging at him. He gets called.
He reminds me a lot of Yao from the lower body because he's thicker down low, so he absorbs a lot of contact.
Smith saved it here on the sideline. Now this is my first time seeing Edey in person. You can tell he's well built in the lower half. That's going to serve him well going forward.
Yeah, no, big time. Stability. You know, before he would play off balance a lot, but now he's able to do that because his balance has improved. Keep in mind, you know, he's 5 years of really playing competitive basketball.
Yep.
So his basketball resume is still being added up and added to. You know,
baseball and a hockey player.
Right. Unfortunately, the NBA just doesn't value the prototypical center that posts up anymore.
Not much of a shooter, Edey. He'll have time to develop. Here comes Esijan, got a tough shot off. Volleyballed out of the hands of Crowell. Shot clock down to 2. Klesmit gets it off. It hits. First Wisconsin points of the second half. And they belong to Klesmit to cut the lead back down to 3.
And Wisconsin's first second chance points right there. If you can't get the rebound.
Smith gets the fake. The lean in would not go. Edey was able to save it to Newman. Shot clock at 17. That's his 11th rebound of the night. Traveling violation on Gillis. 6 Wisconsin threes tonight. Now Klesmit takes it all the way for 2. Newman all the way and into the body of Crowell, a foul.
Probably you switch 3 or 4 of those games where they've lost within 5 points or last possession.
Yep.
Now we're talking a totally different outlook for Wisconsin, but unfortunately that's not the case. They're in the position they're in, and Coach Greg Gard has to figure out a way to complete the task here, which is very important.
Lowest scoring bench in the Big Ten has put up 11 points tonight. Esijan gets free for a 3, and Wisconsin has regained the lead. Through the hands of First, into the hands of Klesmit. Klesmit navigating away. Edey's out on him. Fires over him. A 3!
To kind of contain them in their half-court sets, because they run so many really good, effective sets.
Klesmit in his best stretch and the best season of his career shooting from 3. That's a much-needed silencer for Purdue. Coming from Fletcher Lawyer, he and Zach Edey each have 11 points to lead the way for the Boilers.
How about this? Once again, out of the timeout. You get the shot that you draw up. Purdue doing an excellent job of executing and completing that play.
Shot clock down to 8 for Hepburn. Using the wall pick. He takes a step back over Edey and connects in Wisconsin. Lighting it up now. Knocked away out of bounds. Last touch by Hepburn.
With Klesmit, now we just saw it also with Chucky Hepburn right there to get open and get that 3.
Another good set. You've talked about it on the last couple of trips. This time Morton hits a 3.
Just the execution of Purdue kind of quiet the crowd. Just when the momentum seems to be headed the Badgers' way, Purdue able to come right back with their own 3-point shot.
There's that switch again. Edey out on Hepburn. So Esijan takes advantage of the space on the interior. So does Crowell for the tap back. His first points of the night.
And smart move. Put it on the deck. Edey is out of the lane. Advantage Stephen Crowell inside. That time able to tip it up and in.
Now both teams starting to execute on the offensive end. Lawyer, tough shot, got deep and knocked it down on the turnaround. To lead the way for Purdue for Fletcher Lawyer. The spin by Hepburn. Smith recovers. Hepburn using that size over Smith for 2 more.
I tell you what, coming down the court, right here, watch this. As he gets down, the switch doesn't occur, keeps him in front. Good defense, better offense. That time by Chucky Hepburn. But man, you should have saw Matt Painter get on.
He was hot.
He was on because you can take away the switch if you get over the top of that pick. Or you cut it off, and now Zach Edey is not susceptible to being out on the perimeter.
Wall just picked up his second personal foul. That's the 5th on Wisconsin. And still 12:40 to play. They get it down to Edey. Touch to first. Extra feed for a Jenkins triple. Edey's there for the offensive rebound.
Position which was deep post position, and get another offensive rebound.
Gilmore picks up his first. Jordan Davis watching Lawyer now. He lost his footing and into the hands of Davis. Esijan saddled by foul trouble in the first half. Trying to get free for another corner 3. Zach Edey bumps Jenkins out of the way for the board.
Get out of here, young fella.
It's number 13 for Zach Edey tonight.
Yeah, big fellas, you know, they don't like when guards come in and try to crash and take their rebounds, even if their teammates. Beautiful read.
Excellent lob. Lawyer going backside for Caleb first points of the game. Starting to see the execution on both ends look much sharper than we saw it in the first few minutes as they felt each other out. High screen and a foul on Jenkins. Tight game here in Madison between Purdue and Wisconsin. Tight games throughout the Big Ten all day, men's and women's.
Yeah, crazy. The Rutgers, Minnesota game.
Unreal.
Michigan,
battle.
Illinois, I know battle.
Well, it's been Klesmit's half to start. That one nearly banked down. Last touch by Purdue. It'll be Wisconsin ball.
After you draw up the play at that time, yes, just not able to knock it in.
Off the inbound, Klesmit, unable to connect. Davis couldn't squeeze it. Lawyer knocked it out. And again, it will stay with Wisconsin.
The reason why 2 opportunities now back-to-back by Wisconsin. Some character, some guy sitting on the bench who normally would clean up a lot of those rebounds inside for Purdue.
Edey has almost as many rebounds as Wisconsin as a team. Morton going up top for that. Purdue gang rebounds there without Edey on the floor. Kamari McGee in the game. Chucky Hepburn does go to the scorer's table. Lawyer a little out of control. Klesmit stuck with him hip to hip defensively. McGee. Klesmit picked up by Lawyer. Into Crowell against first. Cross court, McGee wide open. He's going to fire it up. Around and out. Morton the rebound.
And Stephen Crowell set that whole thing up. He enticed the double team to come and kind of communicated that time with McGee to kind of get to the spot. McGee is not able to knock it in.
Kaufman-Renn, the handoff for Jenkins, and the jumper is smooth for David Jenkins Jr. A near 2,000-point career scorer in his multiple stops. He ties the game. McGee was trying to get it to Crowell. Instead, he'll take the 3. And a foul on the rebound action. It was a loose ball foul on the floor. It's only the 3rd team foul against Purdue. Halfway through this second half, tied at 45. Wall trying to break down Morton. Oh, tough pocket pass to Gilmore, who got a man in the air, and Kaufman-Renn, and has a chance at a 3-point play. and more bench points for this Wisconsin team. They are getting some key contributions here tonight.
That team winning the game.
Yep. As you saw there, Wisconsin with its first free throw of the game. That was from Gilmore. There's Jenkins into Edey. There's the double by Wall, and Zach Edey just pounded his way through it for his second bucket of the half.
And that's the footwork with Zach Edey, because he turned baseline, then he came right back into the middle. The progression of his offensive repertoire, in particular footwork, has been outstanding as he's grown as a basketball player.
He runs down that rebound, his 14th. Kaufman-Renn down into the post against Wall. The kick for a Morton three. That was a smooth shot by Ethan Morton, his second triple.
To beat this Purdue team, you're going to have to be solid on both ends of the court. You can't give up those little opportunities right there to Ethan Morton. Played some pretty good defense.
Wall, patient maneuvering. Oh, Brown trying to flush it down on the comeback. Travion Williams on the all-time scoring list. Both starting to near that top 25 category now. Edey already a top 10 rebounder in Purdue history, top 8 shot blocker at a place that's starting to earn the reputation of Big Man U. Rotation to Jenkins. Newman found him, couldn't connect on the three. That's 7 lead changes in this contest and 5 ties. Tough finish by Klesmit. That is another tie. Our 6th of the game, and Klesmit getting it done here in the second half with 10 of his 12. Rotation again, out of the double. It's Newman around and out. Edey looking for a one-arm rebound and ends up with it.
Sometimes you can do everything right and still not come up with the defensive rebound. Zach Edey is just so big and strong inside.
Another opportunity leads to a Jenkins jumper for 2, and Purdue regains the lead.
And what you have with Trey Kaufman-Renn is that Tyler Wall can play off of him and take away some of the deep catches from Zach Edey. He can't do that if Gillis is in the game.
It is Max Klesmit's half right now, his 3rd triple, and Wisconsin jumps back out in front. The pendulum swinging here in Madison.
And so is the emotions of the crowd as well, as playing tennis here with the score.
Into Edey with the double on him. Trying to keep that pivot foot. Into the double team, and it is a jump ball as Wisconsin collapses onto Zach Edey. Two on the shot clock for Purdue out of the possession arrow jump ball. Tipped by Wall, deep from Jenkins, shot clock violation.
Outstanding defense that time by Wisconsin, understanding only 2 seconds on the shot clock to get it up. They didn't allow Purdue to kind of get anything easy going to the basket. And again, the tip play forced Purdue into a desperation type shot.
Klesmit slipped. We got Edey out covering Wall. And now on a good job by Braden Smith to stay with Hepburn. Wall trying to maneuver against Edey with that sweeping hook. Trying to do everything in his power to make that happen. Shot clock violations both ways.
How about this? Wisconsin has been successful this second half because they haven't turned the basketball over in the last 13 minutes, which is very critical because now you're not having those empty possessions. You saw Brandon Newman be active by being able to get deflections and in transition to score. So better job, better concentration, attention to detail by Wisconsin, hence maintaining a 1-point lead because of that.
Smith shut off. Crowell came over. That opened up Edey against a smaller defender for the jam.
Yeah, it just had to be solid. You can't go if you miss that steal like you just did. You give yourself an opportunity to get beaten. Zach Edey, eyes on the ball, able to catch, gather, and finish.
Another lead change in this game. Backdoor for Hepburn. Working on Gillis. The shake, the turn, and the left-handed finish. 7.5, 11 for the game for Hepburn, and Wisconsin regains the advantage. The Badgers on the bubble, approaching 5 to go against Purdue. Smith can't get free. Crowell doing a nice job of operating against Edey, who gets it. Double by Wall, shot clock violation. Excellent defensive set.
Interesting too that Zach Edey hesitated. I think he anticipated, was looking for the double team, and when it didn't come, it kind of threw him off a little bit because he can go. Right now it's a cut, goes through, go down. But then the double team did come, but it was a little bit later. That time the cut, I think, prevented Edey from going into his move.
Trying to run a siege in off a screen. It's Wall. Now Hepburn feeling the pressure of Smith, and a whistle. A foul called against Purdue on Braden Smith, his first of the night. It's the 5th against Purdue. They have 1 foul to give. Hepburn out high. The crossover. Trying to get free from Edey. Resets with 7. Spin on Smith. Tough step back. Chucky Hepburn deep in the bag. Edey the rebound.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why Hepburn's shooting percentage inside the arc is a little bit tougher. He's shooting better from outside than he is because he takes a lot of tough 2-point shots.
First ends up with a push shot. Got his own miss. Edey trying to flush it down. It rimmed out to Smith, and a collision with a Siegin.
It's incredible. Now it's like, gets a Fab 5 at that time, Evan Turner. It's, you need a lot of help in this league in regards to winning an outright title. You can score the points you want, but with that collective group around you, that support mechanism is not there. All you're doing is having some empty calories a lot of times with those points. And not in a negative way, I'm just saying that just how tough it is to win in this league.
Yep. Smith's 2 free throws with another lead change. We've had 5 of them in the last 5 minutes. 1-point game, beautiful pass, and Max Klesmit continues to get it done in the second half. Smith, the kick. Morton's been big off the bench. Long rebound to Klesmit.
Interesting closing lineup here with Caleb First and Ethan Horton finishing the game so far right now in the lineup. Let's see Wisconsin can come back. Another positive possession. It's in this lead.
Those two are typically starters. They came off the bench together today. It's Crowell, the double by Edey. He finds Hepburn, who made the big shot last year. Unable to connect there. 1-point Wisconsin lead, 2.5.
I would expect that Edey's going to touch this rock in the paint, but Smith able to find an open look. Good look. It was a quick pick and roll. Smith kind of got to a spot. Matt Painter kind of called that play as they were transitioning up over half court.
Morton on Siegin. Klesmit wants to clear out. against Lawyer on the drive. Leaves it for the senior, and Tyler Wall unable to connect. Edey another rebound.
I tell you, but Klesmit, a great read.
Yeah.
He rejected the screen, forced Edey to come down. That's what opened it up for Tyler Wall to have a clean look.
Here is Edey. There's the touch in the paint and a foul on the floor against Wisconsin.
Wow. Big-time players step up in big-time moments.
Yep. 9 in the first half. He's got 7 more here in the second half. Career high 74% for Edey this year. And he knocks down both cruelly at the line.
And I'm trying to think, in the Indiana game or previously, did he take dribbles? Because that time on the 2 free throws.
15 games decided by 5 or less. They've had 2 games go to overtime where they had a late lead in regulation.
That overtime games count.
The school record 6 overtime games this year.
All eyes on what you have to do.
Wisconsin down 1. It's Klesmit to Wall against Edey. Got shut off. It's Hepburn. That tough fade over Edey. No, and Edey the rebound. His 19th of the night.
Excellent positional defense that time by Zach Edey.
His career high is 22 rebounds. He had that against Minnesota in December. Has led by more than 1 over the last 6 minutes. A back and forth affair between the Badgers and Boilermakers. A minute to go. Seven to shoot. It's Edey with the double. Smith, Morton looking for another 3, in and out. And it is Wall able to save it. 40 seconds left. And a reset to Hepburn. And a timeout called by Greg Gard. Morton, Newman, Smith, Edey in first for Purdue. That's been their normal starting lineup. Here comes Klesmit to the cup, out of control, couldn't finish. Loose ball belongs to Purdue. A 1-point Purdue lead. The shot clock is off. Wisconsin has to foul, and they do.
A 1-and-1 right here with Newman.
Big shot, Brandon.
Take a quick 2.
3-point game. 7 straight free throws made by Purdue. 20 seconds to go. 3-point Wisconsin lead. And Greg Gard will use that final timeout.
That loves to drive to the left.
Here's Klesmit. Draws 2. Cross court for Hepburn. Hepburn and a foul. That's just the second free throw attempt for Wisconsin tonight. Hepburn makes it. He's got 8 of his 12 here in the second half. One more coming. .69% for Chucky Hepburn's 2 years in Madison. Knocks them both down. 1-point game. 1 timeout left for Purdue. They won't use it here. They'll sub.
And for his teammate, try to stay out of the coffin corner. There it is right there.
Yep. It gets into Smith. Yes. Hepburn with the foul in his final year of high school. A 3-point lead. Sure enough.
I think they may foul again, too.
Yeah, keep that in mind with a 3-point lead. No timeouts for Wisconsin. Here comes Klesmit.
Yep.
And there's the foul by Morton. It's going to put Klesmit at the line for a 1-and-1.
I think you got time. You got time.
Okay. 19 against Michigan. 19 against Purdue. A season high for Klesmit.
Well, first, that time, Brandon Newman also inserted into the lineup. Tough pass.
Knocked away by Wall into the hands of Morton, and a foul. 4.4 left. Two-point lead. Badgers on the bubble, needing a signature win. Here comes Klesmit. Final seconds. Klesmit, a heave for the win, and Purdue, the outright regular season Big Ten champs, get out of Madison with the tightest of wins, 63-61. What a game at the Kohl Center.